Here in St. Augustine, we live right across the street from the St. Augustine Lighthouse. And I woke up quite early the other morning, and I took my quadcopter, a lot of people call these drones, and I walked across the street, and I took this aerial photograph of the lighthouse. Now, this is the first time I've done a painting from an aerial photograph, but I was quite intrigued by it, and I thought it would make a good painting. Now, it was very important to get the values right in this painting. The lightest value in this painting had to be the light up here at the top of the lighthouse in the lantern room. And then the next brightest area would be from this light down here near the keeper's house and the oil house here. Everything else had to be a little darker. I did put some highlights here in these clouds, but they are not quite as bright as these two areas. And when I bring this painting down in value, I'll show you right here, you can see that these two spots are the brightest. So it's important to keep the values as accurate as possible. Even if the colors aren't quite right, the values need to be accurate. Now, as I started with this painting, I thought the photograph looked pretty good, and I thought I would copy it pretty much as it was. But as the painting progressed, the photograph really wasn't working out as I had planned. The point is, a good photograph does not necessarily make a good painting. So in this process, I changed the sky, and I also raised the horizon line a little bit above what it was in the reference photograph. And as I looked at this photograph, the lighthouse looked awfully tall and skinny, but it's because we're used to looking at these lighthouses from the ground, looking up at them, which makes them look a lot more conical. So a painting like this changes all the time and just evolves from the photograph, which I'm really only using as a reference, to something more like this with a more interesting sky.